Dun dun dun. What's up, guys? People everywhere, wherever. Anyway, today it was raining all day. Good old California, eh? So we decided to take the wife's car to go get emissions done. Emissions, smog, whatever you want to call it. And it passed, whatever. And then while we were out, we went to Wally World, Walmart, Tractor Supply, Harbor Freight, and somewhere else. I don't remember. One of you guys recommended picking up a set of these drill bits. Warrior. It's part number 61637. High-speed steel drill bit set. 16th to a half inch and 64th inch increments. So bought one of those. Bought a stepper high-speed steel step drills. Always wanted one of these, and they were $8. Some permanent red thread lock and some medium number 42 thread lock. So I bought this gauge set for the tractor. So it's got voltage, oil pressure, water temperature, and I was gonna hook it up today, but it was raining. Well, it stopped raining, then it started raining again. Anyway, it comes with these line. It's a mechanical oil gauge. Comes with lights, hardware, and a bunch of NPT fasteners. I bought some of this copper spray gasket, high temp, because it was on clearance at Tractor Supply. Oh, and some Permatex gasket maker. Anyway, that stuff was on the clearance. Yeah. So also what I did today is I did an oil change. And transmission / hydraulic fluid change. So while I was at Walmart, I bought some of this. It's called SuperTech Economy Tractor Hydraulic and Transmission Oil. It's 5 gallons. It was $38. So, and basically what you're looking for is after 1977, so the tractor was made in 79 or 81. So anyway, you want to look for, I don't even know if you can read that or not. It says hydraulic and transmission oil for use in John Deere J20A, J14C, or 303. So that's the number I was looking for, 303 applications. So anyway, about a 5-gallon jug of that. Decided to change the hydraulic tranny fluid because it was like when it would get warm, I noticed that the hydraulics wouldn't work as good. The 3-point wouldn't come up and down, and the front end loader wouldn't come up and down. It would kind of struggle. But anyway, so I got a oil filter. It's just a Fram oil filter. It's a TG 3593A. It's just a little Honda Civic oil filter. I gotta figure out a way to mount an alternator on here, cause battery keeps dying because the fan and this little Audi water pump are electric, so they're pulling power. So, yeah, basically I just need to, I need to go factory with this stuff because it's got a fan, no clutch fan, just a fan that turns, and the engine will run without battery power. It just won't start. So the battery had like 3 volts in it and the thing was still chugging along. So its ignition system is combustion, which means it just runs off of running. Anyway, so change the oil in this thing. This bad boy. So oil's clean now. It was a little dark. So as you can see, or if you can see, it's clean. It takes, I think, 2.1 quarts or 2 liters, basically 2 quarts. I put a little more in there because the oil filter. So anyway, it says 2.0 liters. So 2.0 liters. So 2 liters of I used Rotella T6 because it's what I had around, and then I changed the PTO hydraulic fluid, transmission fluid. It's all one unit. Basically, it's from here back. So fill plug, or fill and whatever, and then there's a dipstick. So as you can see, we're nice and clean. Anyway, and then bought a little seat cushion. It's like 14 bucks at Tractor Supply. So anyway, to change this, oh, there's a filter. It's actually just a screen. So right in there, so there's 3 bolts in this pipe. There's a screen, a metal screen, like a mesh screen. That goes in there. You take those off, those 3 bolts. You disconnect that hose right there. And then you pull that off, obviously clean it, apply some silicone. That filter was very, very dirty. The fluid was kind of milky. I didn't want to show because my hands, I didn't want to record because my hands and everything were trashed. So basically, when you change this, a lot of people think you just have that drain plug right there. So that is a drain plug, yes. However, there is a drain plug. Zoom, focus. Anyway, that is a drain plug down there too, and then there is one on the other side. I took this off thinking that was where the screen was, but apparently it's not in there. But there was a lot of gunk in there. And then that is the other drain plug. So I took that one off first. Took this one off, let it drain. It drained a lot. And then it stopped draining. And then I took this side off. And it drained probably another quart. And then I took this one off over here. And then it drained probably about maybe a quarter of a quart. And then when I took this off, it's a couple ounces. And then when I took that mesh screen filter off, quite a bit came out, probably about a half quart. It totals 2.5 gallons. And what was in there was definitely not 2.5 gallons. So anyway, I went and cruised it around for a little while. And the hydraulics work way better. And the engine is running a lot cooler. So as you can see, my backyard. These over here are stubborn as heck, man. I cannot get these to come up with the rear. So what I'm doing is I'm using the bucket to cut. I'm still learning how to use the bucket because the bucket is a weird shape. Anyway, but yeah, backyard's looking 1,000 times better. And the little hitch thingy works good. Back the trailer up in there. So these are all just dump spots where I was just dumping because I was trying to cut. So and obviously you can see I haven't gotten in here yet because I've been working on this stupid little section. And then I will probably hook up this chain link fence right here once everything is all eaten up and undercut, and then I'll go through and drag it. So it was coming along pretty good. I was using the bucket for this. This is when I was using the bucket to scoop this stuff. This is when I noticed a lack of power, hydraulic power. So when it was getting hot. But anyway, that's enough rambling on for me. As you can see, I got the stack on there. So it's too loud. I'm going to end up cutting it. And I'll probably make my own flange because I noticed this was cracked. So I'll probably make my own flange just out of some, you know, 1/2 inch or a 1/4 inch steel. I could probably use 1/2 inch steel since I have a chunk of it sitting over here. That piece right there. So I'll cut it. I'll make my own pipe, my own little elbow, and then I noticed Tractor Supply had some mufflers. Because this muffler, I cut the top off the muffler, and it was completely plugged with soot. Anyway, I cut the top off, and a bunch of soot was just sitting there. So next I gotta get is a fuel filter and an air filter. Those are on order. It's like $12 for an air filter and like $8 for a fuel filter. So anyway, it's definitely an awesome purchase. Very excited for that little tractor. I know it's put me behind on Project Crack Pipe, but I don't know. I got projects I gotta get done ahead of projects, so that was a necessity back here to get done. But anyway, enough rambling on. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Make sure you guys like, thumbs up, comment below if you got questions, comments, whatever you guys got to say, let me know. And check out my previous video. Check out my boy One and Glenn. Subscribe over here. Thanks for watching. Later.